Hey everyone, so today I'm going to talk about self-confidence, something that a lot of us kind of lack, and it's such an easy thing to develop. But first, I need a coffee. I'm back. It is day 3 of this 30-day in a row YouTube extravaganza. So I've had my coffee, and then before I go on to this self-confidence I want to talk about, update on the turmeric latte from yesterday. It looked great. It looked fantastic. It looked like a warm cup of sunshine. I hated it. I really didn't like it. I really wanted to like it. It just, all the ingredients going into it just sounded so nice. Maybe it was because I put too much turmeric, but didn't like it. I'm sticking to the coffee. Decaf coffee, but I'm sticking to the coffee. But it was worth a shot. Anyway, back to today's topic, which is all about self-confidence. Now, this is something we can lack, we can have missing from our lives. And I've got just two very, very quick tips to actually take that level of self-confidence up a couple of notches. So the first one is knowing what you're good at. So there's so many times where you try to do something or you want to do something, and what you tend to do is focus on the things you can't do. Okay, you can't do them. You can learn to do them, but in that point in time, you can't do them. And what we tend to do is focus on that instead of thinking, what can I do? So be aware of your existing skills, because they are so important, and own them. Don't just, it's like I used to do this, right? I used to do this when I used to do my archery a lot. And I was best in the UK. I was British archery champion twice. I was British archery champion. I would be practicing at a local club, and someone would come up to me and go, "Oh my God, you are so good." I mean, considering I'm putting maybe 6 arrows down, and you could put my 2 hands around a group like that. You know, it was that tight, it was that good. But someone would come up to me and say, "You are so good." And my initial reaction would be, I'd feel uncomfortable. And I would say, "Oh, I'm okay, I suppose." Because I didn't accept what I was good at. And it got to a point where I kind of hit a tipping point where I thought, hold on, I've put so much work in to get to this point. I would practice every Thursday night, every Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, rain, shine, snow. I would just put the work in. And that's why I went within a year from okay archer to best in the country. You put the work in. And I thought, hold on, I've put the work in for this. Yet I am actually playing down the fact that I'm good because I've worked at it. And I thought, no, screw that. I'm not accepting that. And from then on, I forced myself, and sometimes you have to do this. I forced myself to, next time someone said, my God, you are so good, I forced myself to say, thank you. No explanation, no, thank you, but I'm okay, I suppose. None of that. Thank you. And just accept the praise, accept the compliment. And over time, every time someone said that to me, you are so good, or complimented me in my shooting, not just the archery though, for other things in my life, I would start to say thank you, and it got easier and easier. And not only did that act of saying thank you and accepting that compliment become easier, my level of self-confidence went higher and higher and higher. Every single time you do something which you initially would feel uncomfortable with, it takes you higher and higher and higher. And you then apply this to the rest of your life and your career. When you get that praise, you get those compliments, just accept them. Don't brush them aside, because not only are you denying yourself, but you're not being complimentary to the person giving you that compliment, because what you're saying to them is, I know you've just said that, but that doesn't mean anything to me. That's quite insulting to that person. So start to own your skills, accept them. If you get praise for them, accept that praise. Owning your skills, recognizing your skills, is one of the big steps to raising that self-confidence. And next, be happy talking about what you're good at. If you're in a conversation where someone talks about something and that's one of the things you're good at, don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to talk about it in terms of, yes, I know how to do this, I'm good at it, blah, blah, blah. Not to the point of bragging, because that kind of annoys a lot of people. But you can talk about it with confidence, with authority. Once you start to bring those two elements, confidence and authority, into your conversations, again, your self-confidence goes up and up and up. But it all comes down to recognizing what you are already good at. I mean, it may be something that you've worked hard to get to, but again, we actually go, I don't want to admit it because I look like I'm being egotistical. It doesn't. There's ways to actually talk about your skills and your abilities to actually make people go, oh wow, that's fantastic. And there are ways to talk about it and make people think, oh, what a douche, you know? So it's a balancing act, but the main thing is you have to own your skills and you have to be not afraid of talking about them. You do these two things in your daily life, watch your self-confidence go up and up and up. Honestly, you will be shocked at how high your self-confidence just goes up and up and up. It's just incredible to watch. When I work with clients, and you know, I get them to go back in their life and look at their successes, look at what they're good at, look at what they've done in the past and they are now good at. It's kind of like you see these, oh my God, these aha moments, you know, the clouds part and the angels go, oh, oh. You know, it's the kind of that level of realization. And it is so good to see. and you can do it too. It's going to feel uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to tell you something that is not going to happen. It's going to feel really uncomfortable for the first few times. But that is because you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. When you do that, that is where you grow. You need to live, and you need to embrace that zone outside of your comfort zone, even if it's a teeny tiny bit every single day. Because once you do that, all that happens is that place where you feel, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable, I want the ground to swallow me up. What happens is your comfort zone expands very quickly, very, very quickly, to embrace that new experience and that new level. And what happens is it becomes comfortable. So every time you step out and you stay out of that comfort zone, all the comfort zone does, it grows to match that. And what you initially thought was going to be kind of, it's going to make you spontaneously combust, it doesn't. It starts to feel comfortable, and you go, okay, well, and off you go. So that's it for today. So just two things. What are you good at? What are you already good at? Well, three things really. Own that skill. Own that ability. And three, don't be afraid to talk about it. So I shall be back tomorrow. You have a great day, and I have no idea what I'll be talking about tomorrow, but that's the fun of it. That's the fun. This is kind of taking myself out of my comfort zone, and it gets easier and easier. So have a great day, and I shall see you tomorrow.